A nice example here that refers to the industry as well is some of these guys are in bad neighborhood. I just can't decide because we got some casino and betting stuff here, but we also got the pharmaceutical one here. And I would say this is not good for either of both industries. This sunglasses guy, but it's for sure in a very bad neighborhood because a sunglasses online store has nothing to do with online gaming, has nothing to do with the risks involved of online gaming or with, you know, the legal stuff around pharmaceuticals online. So this sunglasses site here is in a bad neighborhood simply because of his non-relation to these topics. And I'm not talking about rogue pharmacies or you know, scammers. Plus, you see, it's a navigational text link. These are the type of text links that you don't want to have or pay for anymore because they are devalued. They started devaluing that stuff in 2005 already, and it just got less and less and less powerful. Natural anchor text distribution is what I just explained before with Dave Snyder's example. It should look like your mom built the link. If my mom sends me an email and she found something on the internet, I got anything, some link with a text snippet with a link in there, the URL, a broken URL, just a click here, whatever she finds, and paste from the website into the email. That's the way it should be. And that became even more important just in this August. The recent Google update changed the way that -50 penalties work. There was a penalty, an algorithmic filter penalty by Google that used to push websites 50 positions down as a penalty for over-optimization of anchor text. In August, this was changed to a keyword and page basis, which means not the whole domain was pushed back anymore, but only certain pages. Those are the pages that were over-optimized. Those were the pages that spoke about online poker and had 1,000 links to it. And each of the 1,000 links said online poker. That's over-optimization. That's not natural. And if people link to an online poker site, they would refer to it as cool site or great shop or found it here or, you know, just put in the URL. And a good way to get rid of the penalty is what we do initially with every link building project. We vary the anchor text as, well, our mom would do. We even add Nofollow links. I get to that in a minute. And we add these useless anchor texts. Let's call them useless. They are not useless per se, but they might look like you're wasting link equity. They say, cool site, click here. When it comes to the brand name, it's a different story. If your brand is XYZ41, you got not very much out of it. If your brand name is onlinepoker.com, well, you want to link with your brand name and your site URL because you got the keywords in there. This is another reason why the keyword domains, the keyworded domains, rank so much better in Google. As I said, normal users don't care about anchor text. My mom doesn't, and your link builders, or you, shouldn't either, at least not to full extent as you did in the past. And Dave Snyder confirmed that this morning. He said, okay, we got this social media campaign, we got like 1,000 links out of there, and then we buy 100 links with perfect anchor text and perfect pages just to throw it in. And Google has no algorithmic way, at least, to tell that those were the bought links. Of course, if those links are all of an untypical high page rank, if they're of an untypical high value of the site, if they're on the site, you know, there are a lot of footprints that I can make up, then they could tell. But, well, you can do it smart and not overdo it. Yeah, next thing is the Nofollow. There's a lot of discussion on Nofollow, and recently in June, there was this change where Nofollow could actually leak page rank from your pages. So people remove them from their blog comments. The thing is, again, you don't look at page rank necessarily, and all that page rank, all that Nofollow says is it doesn't pass page rank, but it passes relevancy. It can pass trust. If you get linked from a Wikipedia page, from a relevant article about your industry, about your topic, about whatever, poker, that is worth something because there's an editorial choice. Google cannot ignore that there's a ton of editors on Wikipedia that try to weed out the spam. So that's a different quality as a no-follow link on a random blog or a random forum, okay? So, and normal users, again, don't care about no-follow. My mom doesn't know what no-follow is, and she doesn't have the no-follow plugin that makes every link pink on the website. She doesn't. So I recommend to add some no-follow links to your backlink profile. The juicy page is if it ranks, if it's healthy, if you want a link there. And there is a way to diagnose that very easily. I'll show you in a minute. The no spam rule is something, well, that you can actually judge with your gut feeling. If you see a page like this, okay, and we don't see any page rank, we don't see a cache state, you just see all these directory style entries, and some of these link buyers already marked their paid links as paid links with a no-follow tag. This is something where you have a lot of, well, at least kind of related stuff on it. It's financial, it's real estate, but still, it's a page that was built for selling links. And you don't want to have a link in there, not to mention a link that is not relevant to your topic. And again, if you try to buy links for PageRank, if you add untypical patterns of PageRank, it doesn't do any good. Not to you and not to the seller. There was a saying for years that you couldn't harm a site by just adding links to it. But that is over for 2 years. There are certain ways to influence the ranking of the website of somebody else, of your competitor, for instance. And it works by overdoing and hitting filters and alerts that Google has actually implemented against over-optimization. You shouldn't look at PageRank as an indicator to get a link on a page. If the page is relevant, if you think the site is trusted, if it's a reputable website where you could even get natural traffic, you want to have a link there. Simply because normal users could click there. They could find your brand, they might link to your site, they might talk about your site on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You never know. So get rid of the PageRank greediness. So the secret gardens, we've still got 10 minutes left. So let's see, a juicy page is a page that ranks. So all you have to do is pick a very unique snippet of text on your website and put it into the search box with quotes. You want to do an exact match search, and you want to have your website rank #1 for that, or the page where you got the text snippet from. It's as simple as that. But there's so many content out there, so many content on client pages that doesn't rank at all. And as you can see here, if you have somebody stealing your content, there's a chance that he's outranking you for your own content. So this is good for two things. You find out that the page that you got the text from is juicy. This can be done for your own websites, your own pages, or the pages where you want to get links from. And you find out if you have somebody stealing your content. And could DMCA them, or at least give them a call and threaten them.
Threaten them with what?
Well, to throw a big bunch of shitty links at their site so they get dropped. I don't know. Maybe a lawsuit. Depends on your budgets and your legal department and your industry, obviously.